Have you ever felt like you wanted to do more than just wish for a different life? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the mechanics of conscious creation. We're unpacking a really practical framework for turning what you desire into what you actually experience.
You know that feeling, right? That frustration when you know exactly what you want, you put that desire out into the universe, and then crickets. You're just met with more of the same old thing. That gap, that space between your big hope and the feeling of disappointment, that's exactly what we are going to close today.
Because what if it's not about wishing harder? What if it's actually about aligning smarter? What if there's a clear, step-by-step process you can actually follow? That's what we're going to explore. A blueprint, really, based on the principles of conscious creation.
Okay, so let's just dive right in. First things first, we've got to redefine what we even mean by manifestation. You know, it's a word that gets thrown around a lot, but its real power, its true meaning, is so much bigger than most people think.
And this right here is the key distinction. So many people see this as just passive wishing. You know, you hope for something, you cross your fingers, you wait for it to happen. But the framework we're digging into today is all about conscious creation. It's an active process. It's about you intentionally aligning your inner world to literally shape your outer reality. So, when you get right down to it, manifestation isn't some kind of magic trick. It's really the art and the science of bringing what's unseen into the seen. It's a conscious, deliberate process of aligning your internal energy, your thoughts, your feelings, so that they become a perfect match for the reality you want to live.
So, where does a whole new reality even begin? Well, it all starts the second you ask for it, with something we can call a vibrational blueprint.
Here's a really cool way to think about this. Imagine you're building a house. The architect's blueprint, the detailed plan, it exists long before anyone even lays a single brick, right? Your desires work exactly the same way. The moment you have a desire, a perfect, complete, energetic version of it is created instantly. It's done. And this whole creation process, it really just unfolds in 3 simple steps. First, you ask. Life shows you some contrast, something you don't like, which helps you get crystal clear on what you do want. Step 2, the universe or source energy, whatever you want to call it, immediately answers, and I mean instantly. And third, that blueprint is created and held for you, just waiting in the state of vibrational readiness. And you know, this might sound a little out there, a little philosophical, but it actually has this fascinating parallel in quantum physics. The idea there is that all these potential realities already exist, just hanging out in a state of possibility. And it's our active observation, or in this case our focus, that pulls one of those possibilities into our actual experience. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so this energetic blueprint is out there, it's complete, and it's waiting for you. So, how do you get there? How do you find your way to it? The answer is already inside of you. It's your emotions. Think of them as your own personal built-in GPS. And this guidance system is incredibly precise. When you feel good, you feel joy, excitement, eagerness. That's your internal GPS saying, yes, keep going. You're on the right path. You are vibrationally lined up with your desire. But when you feel those negative emotions, worry, frustration, doubt, that's not a punishment, it's just feedback. It's a signal telling you that your thoughts have just drifted a little off course.
This quote from the source material absolutely nails it. A bad feeling is just an indicator light. It's telling you that your current thought is momentarily blocking the path to what you want. And that word, momentarily, is everything. It's not permanent. It's just a little nudge inviting you to pick a better feeling thought and get right back on track.
All right, so you've got the blueprint for your desire, and you've got the guidance system to lead you there. Now let's get super practical. How do you actually close that gap between where you are right now and where you want to be?
First, let's be clear on what this gap even is. It's simply the vibrational distance between your current energy and the energy of your wish fulfilled. It's the space between the thoughts you're thinking now and the thoughts that match what you want. And that gap? That's the only thing that creates any sense of delay.
So what's holding that gap open? It's just one thing: resistance. Any thought, any belief, any feeling that contradicts your desire, we're talking doubt, impatience, fear, even just focusing on the fact that it hasn't happened yet, that's resistance. It is literally like trying to drive your car full speed with the emergency brake pulled all the way up. You're not going anywhere. So how do we release that brake? Well, you've got a whole toolkit for becoming receptive. And this is so much more than just think positive. It's about feeling positive. Visualization lets you mentally rehearse how good it will feel. Affirmations help you speak it into being with real conviction. Gratitude tunes your entire frequency to abundance. And emotional pre-paving, this is the big one. It's about feeling the feelings of your wish fulfilled right now, before it even shows up.
Now, all of this work, all these tools, they all lead up to the final and maybe the most important piece of the puzzle. This is what's known as the art of allowing.
The best metaphor for this is to imagine you're in a river. The current of your desire is already flowing, powerfully, downstream towards everything you want. Allowing just means you finally let go of the oars. You stop paddling frantically upstream and struggling against the current. When you willingly engage with that flow, it feels amazing. But when you hesitate and resist, that's where all the discomfort comes from.
See, allowing is actually a very active state of trust. It means letting go of needing to control the how and the when. It's about listening for those little nudges and taking what we call inspired action, acting on the ideas that feel genuinely good and exciting. And it's about celebrating every little win, every small sign along the way, because that just reinforces your alignment and builds incredible momentum.
So, let's just bring this all home. The process of creation, it's already happening. That energetic blueprint of your desire, it's already complete. And your emotions, they are the perfect guide to lead you right to it. So really, the only question left is the one that only you can answer. Now that you have the blueprint, what will you create?